Hello, welcome to English Literature and Critical Theory now. So, Imagine Communities is the name of a book published in 1983 by Benedict Anderson. So, what does he mean by Imagine Community? There he argues that nations as we understand them are actually not real but imagined, a community that is imagined. Your relatives, your extended family, your clan, or as we say, even your gotra in Indian system, there is some reality in it because there are blood connections. But in a nation, which are actually the extensions of original tribes, stage by stage things have happened, actually in no way that many people are connected with each other except through imagination. Now, this is not only true in case of huge nations like India, or United States of America, or even say continents like Africa. Continent is not a nation, but an idea of Pan-African nationalism is there anyway. But then he says, understands even for the smallest nation, say Israel, it is not possible for one Israel to know all the other Israelites except him, but still in his or her mind there is a feeling that all these are part of his nation. How does it happen? Through imagination. At the same time, Benedict Anderson does not say that this is false or fictionalization. He somehow calls it an unself-conscious exercise, in abstract thought. Slightly difficult term, but let us simplify it. We can call it basically post-colonial adaptation or postmodern adaptation of the Freudian concept of the unconscious. Okay, it is there in the unconscious. So this is different from what we learn about a nation in political science and other social sciences, that a nation is an entity which has a few components: first population, then piece of land, then sovereignty, and fourth preferably a constitution. Though England does not have a written constitution, but these four are more or less the same thing. Now there may be a question, what comes before? I mean, first, whether land or people, like Aristotle's argument on plot being the soul of tragedy. But obviously it would be people, because Israelites for a long time, for example, did not have a land of their own, but the idea of Israelite nationhood was there. So which finally resulted in that particular state of Israel. That idea of Israeli nationhood was called Zionism. you know Now, this is a pretty good example of the fact that not only people come first before land, but then that Benedict Anderson is quite right in saying that nations are imagined communities. There is no actual blood link or genetic link and other link, among all the members of a nation, as is there among other communities. However, again, people have objected to this, and one prominent objection has come from Partha Chatterjee of India, but on that I will speak on some other day. Let us first try to understand this category of the, imagined communities, and then we'll imagine more. Thank you.